From the gates of Stormwind, where the harbor meets the sky, I heard the Sunwell calling, heard Silvermoon's cry. The light within my chest said, "Son, it's time to go into the city of the sun, to fight against the shadow." The road stretched long through hills of green and gray. I carried prayers like weapons on my way. A human priest in robes of white and gold, walking into stories yet untold. They watched me pass through Silvermoon's great gate, with cautious eyes, with uncertainty, with faith. But the dying don't ask where your prayers were made. They only ask, will the healer stay? And I will stay. I'll lay my hands upon the stone-cold ground and fill the silence with a holy sound. This is where the light runs deep through every soul I swore to keep. The Sunwell calls and I will answer. Holy healer, golden dancer, I bind your wounds with ancient grace. I stand beside you in this place. From Stormwind's dawn to Silvermoon's night, a human priest, a servant of the light. The void moved like a tide across the spires, corrupting everything it touched with hunger's fires. I knelt in blood, I poured my soul like rain, and watched the fallen rise to fight again. The Sunwell trembled, ancient, cracked and dim. I pressed my hands against its golden rim and sang the oldest prayer I ever knew, a song my masters taught in pews of blue. The well received it like a lung draws breath, and burned away the edges of the death. And I will stay. I'll lay my hands upon the stone-cold ground and fill the silence with a holy sound. This is where the light runs deep through every soul I swore to keep. The Sunwell calls and I will answer. Holy healer, golden dancer, I bind your wounds with ancient grace. I stand beside you in this place. From Stormwind's dawn to Silvermoon's night, a human priest, a servant of the light. They never asked me why I came. They never spoke my human name. But in the silence after battle's end, a blood elf paladin called me friend. The light endures from Stormwind's heart to golden shores. I've seen the void take everything it wants. I've heard its whisper in my waking haunts. But every time I let the light flow through, I remember what I came here to do. Not for glory, not for war's acclaim, but for the child who can't remember their own name. For the ranger with the arrow in her side, for the mage who prayed for someone to reside. This is where the light runs deep through every soul I swore to keep. The I've seen. For every healer who comes after me will know the light has no boundary. The light has no boundary.